Welcome back to Pikkit Playbook. It is a special episode today. On Friday, we have one of the biggest sports content creators slash athletes.
And best.
And
I don't care about biggest.
In the
I
world.
care about
It
best.
is Betr Derek. And before we get into talking to Betr Derek, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment for the best episodes coming up with bigger and bigger names. Last week we had Book It with Trent. This week we have Betr Derek. Derek is currently 1-1 in the running world, or 1-0 in the boxing world, 1-1 in his running career, correct?
1,000% correct. I beat Steiny in a parking lot by Poppy Steak. I got him with my right counter. Then he TKO. He quit, and I unfortunately lost to a coworker in a race. And then I beat NFL Pro Bowl running back Dalvin Cook in a race. So 1-1 there, 1-0 boxing, and just a good gambler. I do it all.
Dude, so, I mean, an incredible career just to start, but I have to say, Derek is currently driving because he lost a bet and had to go to Houston, Texas because he was so confident in his Final Four selection. How was that drive?
Awful. It was 20 hours. Awful. I saw a report about Houston and their endurance and how their mile times and how, like, literally their best player run, like, a low 5-minute mile, and then their worst player run, like, a high 5-minute mile. And I was like, fuck, I'm sold on this team with that kind of endurance. And then they kept doing well, and then they fucking choked with such a big lead. So that was brutal. And then I'm a man of my word. That's the thing about me. You can hate, whatever. I'm a man of my word. I said I'd drive to Houston. I drove to Houston.
I will say you have taken the Instagram, TikTok, and social media world by storm with your pursuit for a boxing career, I would say. And I mean that respectfully because you've only had one fight, and as you said, it was in Poppy Steak parking lot with Steiny. Speaking of that fight, there's been a lot of controversy if you did win that fight. Do you care to comment, make your final statements?
In what world can somebody quit a fight and still win? Well, thank you. Well, that's it. That's end of anything. End of story. It's done. I won. He quit. I landed the harder punch. He got me a couple times with some light shit, and then he quit. And I'm done talking about, or like, I won. Like, everybody knows.
Well, Derek, I know you can't see the clip I'm about to play you, but I will describe it for the audience out there. I was lucky enough to come across and meet. That sounded weird. I wasn't. No, I ran into Bryce Hall, right? And I actually approached him and told him that you hired me as your representative. Do you remember this? But I'm legally allowed to represent you, and I think I got you your next fight. And you're about to see the clip. Bare knuckle with Derek.
Bare knuckle with Derek. Derek, we're running that shit. I'm doing it only for the payday. $1,000.
Guaranteed. Jake will Venmo you.
I signed that contract. Jake Ball sent me that money. We're running it through Betr Media.
Bryce said, no joke, he's willing to step in the ring with you.
I just don't remember hiring you at all.
Well, it was a long night. I had a few.
I don't drink.
Michelobs.
Drink.
You had some Celsiuses. You were feeling weird. And remember, we made a deal. You said, hey, if you give me a fight, I'll take it. So I went out. I got you a fight. I'm not even going to take off the top. My usual.
No. I actually like Bryce Hall. I've met Bryce Hall a couple times. I like him. I would box him, but it would be tough to get the weight to be even. I feel like he's probably fights at, like, I don't even know. But I would absolutely fight him. I would absolutely fight him. Did I hire you? No, but if you want to get me a fight, I appreciate that.
Well, I got you a fight.
But you're not affiliated with me.
I mean, Bryce said he would step in the ring for you. Maybe I'll work out the details behind if we can get the weight within, what, 20 pounds?
Get it within 20. Get it within 20 and I'm there.
All right. Well, there's your new fight. But Derek, real quick, you have to tell me, you kind of just popped up on the scene. I remember seeing your first video. I think you were toe-to-toe boxing Jake at the warehouse in Puerto Rico where he trains. How did you get into this industry, man? I know you did track back in college, and then now you're working for Betr Media.
I ran track in high school, but it wasn't good enough for college. But, it is what it is. But no, I started. See, here's the thing. People just want to hate on me with everything, but I started as a video editor, and man, people loved my videos. All the comments would be love and support, and then I got hired as a video editor for Betr, and then I kind of said, fuck that shit. I want to be on camera, and I want and I'm gonna be a boxer and all that, and I did all that. So that's pretty much how I got started.
And so your first videos, they were the 40 for 40s, right?
Preston, sometimes you say some stupid fucking bullshit, and it's like to the point where it's like, but you say it confidently, but so purposefully wrong.
No,
And
dude. They were like your 40s, like this is what this like video should look like, correct? Or like what do they
the
call
30
40,
for 30,
30
yeah,
for
30 for
30s?
30.
Okay, I'm sorry. I meant
You
30
thought
for
it was
30.
40 for 40s?
Yeah, well, okay, there's a fantasy football punishment I do where you drink a 40, run a 40. So I got mixed up. But they were the 30 for 30s, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then you just said no.
And I'm
I'm
gonna
done
make
with
one for
that.
myself one day. I'm gonna make one for myself one day.
Well, I think that'd be defeating the purpose. I think someone is supposed to make it about you. That's like the point of it.
Nah.
No, I mean, so you just want to make that, you want to make sure your story's told the way you want it told. Is that why you're going to be the own author of your video?
Yeah, I edit all my own shit. I don't let anybody edit my own shit.
Okay, see, but this could be
I
controversial.
don't let
So,
anybody I handle the story. I handle the story.
so all those clips of you, Sugar Sean, Steiny, everyone, all those like one-shotters, they were edited by you, correct?
No, not like that. Not like that. Stop it.
No. I'm not a gotcha
That's
journalist, man. I'm just trying to put the pieces together.
all my own hype tapes I edit. All my own hype tapes. All my own hype
Okay.
tapes.
Well, you also consider yourself Better Picks #1 pick guy. Is this correct?
It is. I've been the #1 picks guy since I started in 2022.
Well, it's Friday right now, and we are on
Name the other picks guys. Name the other picks guys.
me.
Ass.
All right. Well, I mean, you just went off. You went what 0-22 in the NFL season. Some would say it's unprecedented how poorly you performed for Better Picks. One pick a day, no parlays, just one pick a day.
That was me. That was me. I was doing lineups with Better JoJo, and so like that was a two-person. Like we were both we lost as a team, but I wasn't doing poorly individually. That's the thing.
Did you go 0-22?
I mean, technically we did. Yeah.
There's no technically in this. Do you technically win money? Do you technically? No. It's either it's in the account or not. Did you go? You went 0-22.
Technically, I went 0-22. Correct.
So you're Better Picks #2 guy at best. I'm just trying to get
No,
the info.
I'm better. Name the other picks guys. Name the
Rizzo.
other picks guys. He shows up for college basketball once a
But
year.
you're there every single day. In and out. Okay, speaking of your
Yep.
picks, all right, let me redirect you. Speaking of your picks, it's Friday, it's round 2 of the Masters. You gave out Bryson DeChambeau, correct? What if I
Yep,
told you
yep, and I feel great
he's
about it.
-7 going in the back nine right now?
How's he? That's fucking great, right? I don't like golf.
Dude, he's one back from the lead. He is one back from the lead. I'll say
I
it
just
like that.
I just watch his YouTube
Yeah, no,
videos. I just watch his YouTube videos, man. I don't know anything about golf.
He's crushing it. So I think you might actually be. Was this 3
Oh
in a row?
fuck yeah! I told you guys. And people question my golf knowledge. I'm 2-0 in the last 2 years in the Masters, and now it's looking like I might be 3-0.
I didn't know that you were so dialed at golf. I mean, not the course, but you definitely know your way around.
2-0 in the last 2 Masters.
No, I'm hoping that you take this one, and you succeed in everything you do. But you have to tell us. You currently just took a trip to Amsterdam. You signed with Glory Boxing. Is this correct?
One of the most influential deals in combat sports. It's kickboxing. Have you seen any? People call me an influencer boxer. Well, have you seen an influencer boxer get into kickboxing? No, you haven't. Issue is they actually. I found out when I got there they didn't sign me to fight, but still.
So you signed with the fighting company as what, may I ask?
As a promoter.
Okay. Well, so is there a new fight
So I
coming up
promote-
in May?
Bro, there's a sick fight May 1st or May 2nd. Unfortunately, I forget the exact date, but it's in the Betr warehouse, and it's called Glory Underground. We got great fights. We got championship fights, and it's gonna be sick. Joey and I are drafting teams of fighters that will go going against each other, and we'll be there. It's gonna be so sick. Check it out, and you should pull up.
Is this on the Betr app?
TBD. TBD.
Okay, well, make sure to go
TBD.
down with the Betr app because
But
if you have
hopefully.
to,
Yeah.
take Derek's picks because I will be riding with you, and I know I jokingly fade you, but I do trust in your team here. So you're drafting players, you're showing up, and you're coaching these fights. That actually sounds pretty sick. Real quick, before we continue, Derek, I know College football's coming up. NFL's coming up. We still got a lot of baseball and NHL playoffs. And to track your bets, make sure to download Pikkit Sports.
Yes, sir.
It's the best way to track your plays. And if you want to stay away from being a fade god like Trent, being in Derek's position where people are always questioning you and saying, I don't think you did hit that, get Pikkit. Because Pikkit will always track your plays, make sure that everyone knows your wins, and it will track your losses. And Pikkit, and if you have to, Derek, go download it right now. It's Pikkit Pro. Pikkit Pro is incredible. It always does line shopping for you. If Betr has the better deals, if FanDuel, whatever, it does line shopping for you, and you will always get the best odds if you have Pikkit Pro. Okay, listen, Derek, I need you to show me, because you say you are Betr Picks #1 guy. So on your Pikkit calendar right now, is it green or is it red?
No comment. I don't want to show my Pikkit calendar.
Some would assume that's red. Are you gonna
I
want to
said
edit
no
that
comment.
too?
I said no comment, and we can talk after the show.
But let me tell you, this college football season in NFL, you're going green.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying I'm not green right
That's what
now.
I like to hear.
I'm not saying that.
I respect that. Okay, listen, I got a few more questions for you. You are sitting in Better's warehouse, your dream gambling cave rotation. You have 3 people that you can watch sports with all day. Get the vibes up, get the bets going, get the money in, and get the food there. The beers are flowing, the fellas are hanging out. Any 3 people you could pick to gamble with you all day, who are they?
Alone, because you know what happens when you bet with 3, when you watch with 3 friends, you start making parlays with them, and you start betting emotionally. It's like, oh, we'll build this touchdown parlay together. Y'all don't know shit, you know what I mean? I'd rather just build my own parlay, and when I watch with people, I get dragged into this first touchdown scorer. That shit never hits. Well, let's run a, fuck, I can't think of one. Let's run a, what are we
Let's
do?
run a play.
Let's do like a, yeah, just some stupid, like, I'm not here, I'm here to just clock in, win my money, clock out. I'm not here to drink
So it's a
like
business.
this.
Like, it's not about hanging out with your friends. And people are like, dude, you don't want to hang out and enjoy each other's company? You're like, no, this is strictly business. You don't have friends.
Strictly
You have
business.
a business.
I have no friends. I have coworkers.
Wow. Well, that's a lot of people might be hurt from that clip, including myself. However,
Preston, we ain't ever
you gotta
been like
tell
that,
us
bro. We ain't ever been like that.
two questions. What is your biggest win you've ever had?
Biggest win was probably this past season. You ready for this? Oh man, this was fucking unbelievable. I believe in Russell Wilson. I think he's so much better than people think. And I knew he was going to be fine with the Steelers. I think he's better than people think. But his first game, I was like, this dude is going to play well. He's going to play well. I'm not saying amazing, but he's going to play well. And I bet alternate over passing yards. And I put like a couple hundred to pay like 3,000 to 5,000. I think it was like 4,000. And he started off the game so slow. All the announcers kept doing was panning to Justin Fields on the sideline and the crowd in Pittsburgh booing Russell Wilson, wanting Fields back out there. I was shitting myself. I was like, if I lose this bet because they pull Russell Wilson, that will be so fucking bad. And then in the flip of a switch, I think it was like the second quarter, the deep ball just starts working. He just starts going off, and it easily cashed. And I like laddered it, and I had so much Russell Wilson shit. And man, I would like to thank Russell Wilson for that one. And wherever, well, he's in New York, right? He's on the Giants now, so I still believe in him. I'll be putting money on him. He'll be in my Better Picks lineup all season long. I can tell you that.
Mr. Unlimited.
Yes, sir.
Are you taking the Rockets though? Are you going Elon Rocket on it?
Yeah, I just told you I hit alternate on the passing yards, and so you know damn well I'll boost it in my Better Picks lineup.
I will be tailing you with Russell Wilson all season. Worst loss, Derek. What's your worst loss you've taken?
Oh,
where you almost want to quit?
I don't have many of those.
You've had no losses.
Not like, bad ones, no.
Okay, and also one more thing. You said you're 1-0 in your boxing career. However, you did also box in the same sense, even more sanctioned, Sugar Sean.
I don't count that one.
That's not a.
That was a spar.
Okay, so because one was actually in a warehouse and you guys were
not
both
in a ring,
wearing gloves, no shirt. And then the other one was in a Poppy Steak parking lot, and that one was a sanctioned fight.
That one was just like because we wanted to kill each other. Me and Steiny, that was brewing for a while, and he was like, "Let's just do it in the parking lot right now." And I'm like, "All right." And then it was just that one we wanted to kill each other. Me and Sean O'Malley, I think, have mutual respect.
You have to tell me, was there actually a deal for you guys to fight with Jake paying out Steiny?
We
Or,
we
like, they're actually being
genuinely
fought?
tried to get. That was the whole point. Was I stormed the podcast trying to get Steiny to sign a contract to fight me in an actual event, and then he goes, no, 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 no. He's like, I'd rather. Like, he's like, let's just run it now in the parking lot. And I'm like, all right, like that's. I don't know why you would pass up the money, but by all means, I'm down. And then, like, it was brewing for a while. We kind of had a lot of shit, and then we, wanted to kill each other out there. The Sean O'Malley one was more like, we had mutual respect. It was a spar.
What is brewing? When you say it was brewing, is it you consistently going after him on Instagram?
Yeah.
Until
yeah.
he
And then we ran
finally
into each
collapsed, or
other.
he
We
actually
ran
didn't
into each
like
other
you
at
as well?
UFC in Boston.
Well, you got to tell us your future in boxing. There's been a lot of talk that Neon might be next.
I've tried, bro. I've tried.
there-
I've tried. What I'm not going to do is just take a stupid, boring fight. I'm here for a Steiny fight, a Neon fight. So I've tried to get the Neon fight. He won't do it, but who knows? He keeps talking to me. Maybe eventually we'll do it.
Dude, I honestly think that would be one of the biggest fights.
It would be a quick one. It would be a quick one.
There'd be so many viewers.
I would put.
I mean,
I would put him down very quickly.
listen.
I think.
all right. Well, I hope that fight goes through. I could see it coming through in the future. But Derek, right now, I'm gonna ask you. Tomorrow's Saturday. A lot of money on the table. I need 4 plays
Okay,
from you
I had a hard time.
that we were taking. I'm gonna give you.
I have. Oh, you want to go first?
You have. Wait, what were you saying? You have what?
But I do have UFC locks for you.
Wow. Please give them.
First one, Paddy Pimblett over Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler's old, washed, spent his whole career waiting for Conor McGregor. Paddy looks great his last couple fights. I also like Paddy by knockout, and that's boosted in better picks, so you can put that in your better picks lineup. Ride with me and thank me later on that one. My next one, playing it safe, going Volk. Diego Lopez is like,
Okay.
I don't think Diego Lopez is really as good as a championship fight would say he is. And last but not least, you ready for this one, Preston? Have you heard of the name
Yeah.
Dan Ige?
No.
Little background: his last fight he lost, I think, but the fight before that, he fought Diego Lopez on 1 day notice. Like the day of the fight, the person pulled out who was supposed to fight Diego Lopez, and he came in on the day of the fight to fight him. Dan Ige did. And Diego's obviously very good. He has a championship fight on the same card tomorrow. Dan Ige looked unbelievable for the circumstances and went the entire distance, didn't get knocked out. And that was the moment he got my respect. And so I'll absolutely be betting on him as a plus 155 underdog, I think. And as far as a fourth, I might need you to come up with 5.
Wow.
Because I'm not going to, I gave you 3 locks. I can give you like a.
The fact you gave me plus chicken plus 155, I say we rock with it. I still got 4. Let's not force it. Let's go 7.
Okay.
What do you think?
I love it. What are your 4?
All right, I'm gonna run these by you, and you're just gonna have to roll with them. All right. To start this off, we got the Blue Jays and the Orioles tomorrow. Okay.
Blue Jays, Orioles.
I'm loving.
Is Gunnar Henderson
the
playing
Orioles.
yet?
Yes.
Side note: Gunnar Henderson home run tomorrow.
Okay. Wow. That's your 4th. That's
All
your
right.
4th. We're taking that as
I love it.
All right, Gunnar. Dude, this is going to be like a plus 50,000. I love it. All right, Orioles, Blue Jays. If Gunner's going deep, Orioles are winning that. Orioles money line. We got the Rockies, Padres. I don't care what the number is. We're taking the over. All right, these teams are garbage. Everything's mid about them, but they're still professionals, and they can get the ball in play. We're taking the over. We got the Dodgers, Cubs. If you have anything, like, tell me if I'm wrong, Derek. It has to be just a quick Dodgers money
I mean,
line. Let's just get a quick one on the board.
Sure, yeah. If we're doing 8 leg,
Okay.
I'm assuming that they're like minus 300-ish. I don't know, though.
You'd be shocked. They are actually. I mean, the odds aren't out yet.
Yeah.
But
I like no Dodgers,
I
1,000%.
think-
Dodgers.
okay, and then they've been snaking me left and right, but it's garbage time in the NHL. We got the Leafs puck line. It's their year, and if it's not their year, it's never going to be their year.
I'm down.
Leafs
I'm down.
puck line. Are you in?
Yeah.
All right, how much are we at? Okay, and then to bring us home, Golden Knights taking on the Predators. We are going to Vegas money line. What do you think?
I think we just won a shit ton of money.
I like it. I like that. All right. Last thing we got for you, Derek, and then we are going to let you go. A lot of people come at you, like you said, on Instagram, Twitter, and they're hating on you. I think they're jealous. Well, that's what you said. And I just wanted to read you a few mean Instagram comments I've read and have you comment back, because you don't comment back on Instagram.
I don't comment back on
You
anything.
move forward.
Why would I give
Yeah,
Why would I give
like
these people my time? I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I would like to bring it to your attention.
All right,
And
let me
you know, this is
let me hear it. Let me hear it.
All right, this is mean Instagram comments with Betr Derek. Betr Derek, I read one. It said, "Imagine how this kid would handle the prison system."
I have no idea. I
Care to
don't have
comment?
no idea how to respond with that.
How would you handle
I
the
think
prison
fine.
system?
I think I'd be fine. I wouldn't get there. I think I'd be fine.
I disagree. You're throwing down in Poppy State parking lot with Steiny. That's a one-way ticket to the Painta. All right. This is a comment from Instagram. Video captioned, "When I almost KO'd Steiny," when it should be captioned, "Derek took advantage of a drunk kid." Care to comment?
He had 3 seltzers, and that was it, over like 2 hours span. Although he was the one that challenged me to the fight on the spot. I'm not commenting on that. I mean, that was stupid. That's stupid.
Rumor has it, Steiny's only 130 pounds, and if we ran 3 White Claws through his system, he would blow a .1.
He was like
0.01.
one.
I
He's
don't
also
know.
bigger than me. He's like 155. I was like 130. He had like 15, 20 pounds on me. So no.
So no, he was fine.
He was fine. He was sober.
completely fine.
He was coming up with
What was
excuses.
his comment? Derek's boxing resume is weaker than Jake Paul's hairline.
I'm undefeated. He has a shitty hairline. That's a stupid comment. I'm not responding to that.
Someone comes to you on one of my favorite videos on your Instagram. I read, "I saw Derek shotgun a beer at Applebee's once, and it took him 2.5 minutes."
That wasn't a shotgun. That was a chug.
And it took you 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, it was bad. What do you want me to say?
You like to enjoy your beer.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
you just want
don't
to
like
sip
beer.
it with
I
your
don't-
friend. That comment came from you live from JoJo, so you can bring that up. That was actually just right in front of us.
But yeah, I'm not. I mean, that's a stupid comment. These are all stupid comments. That's why I don't
If you
respond to
had
them.
to comment
I'm
back.
not. These are all stupid comments that you chose.
I'm just reading what the people wanted to
That's
tell
why
you,
I don't
Derek.
respond to them. I don't care.
I like the vibes. I like where your career's headed. Thank you so much for coming on Pikkit Playbook.
Appreciate
Make sure
that.
to download the app. And Derek, we are going to win a lot of money tomorrow with our 8-legger.
Yes, sir.
And it's a tradition. It's a tradition on this show. I let the guest always give us a hype speech on the way out. Can you close us out here, Derek?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
And there it is, Betr Derek. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment for more of these videos with our magical 8-leg moonshot parlays and more guests telling you how they made it in the industry and what they're up to and their future career endeavors. Because you just heard it from Derek. We're going to have a lot more guests on. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe, download Pikkit Sports, and always follow us because we will be posting our best plays. I can't say winners because I cannot guarantee that.